नमस्कार मित्रों, बहुत बहुत आभार आप सभी का। आज की शाम आखिरी दिन है यूबीआई फेस्ट के 15 दिवसीय मेलैंज ऑफ क्रिएटिविटी सृजन संगम यूबीआई फेस्ट का। और आज हम सभी के बीच बहुत नामी चीफ गेस्ट ऑनरेबल एम्बेसडर अखिलेश मिश्रा जी is joining us for the evening. And before I start the event, I will introduce you to the hosts of the day. Anuradha Singh and Dr. Ekta Sachdeva. They will both be hosting the event for us today. I will hand over the stage to you girls.
हर सुबह एक नई शुरुआत आती है, पूरे दिन के नेक संकल्प सजाती है। जिसने जाना हर दिन होता है शुभ, ये सुबह उसी को खूबसूरत बनाती है। A very blissful evening to the eminent chief guest, Ambassador Akhilesh Mishra ji, Additional Secretary, Development Partnership Administration in the Ministry of External Affairs, Assembly of distinguished guests, galaxy of UBI intellectuals, worthy members of UBI board, most prized sponsors, and valued audience. A sense of overwhelming elation sweeps over us as the knell has been struck to herald the closing ceremony of the UBI 15-day fest, witnessing illuminating fountainheads of ideas with panel discussion, poetry, and musical evenings. Success of any mega event is determined by the inspiring presence of a great personality who lends a charisma to the occasion, and we are privileged to extend a hearty welcome to our most revered chief guest, Ambassador Mr. Akhilesh Mishra, whose unmatched stature is glorious in his domain. Sir, we are indebted, humbled, and honored by your kind gesture of consenting to be the chief guest of the closing ceremony of the fest. It's time to hail such guest of honor of the day, and I request the founder, Mrs. Sapna Shivani Kekre, who is the sailor of UBI, a great motivator, a visionary, and a person who gave us a belief to bring together this event. I request Sapna ma'am to accord a ceremonial welcome to the most venerated chief guest and introduce him to the gathering.
Namaskar, sir. Thank you, Dr. Ekta, for starting the event so beautifully and so gracefully. Today, we are all blessed to have the company of on the August gathering of all the eminent guests, along with our special chief guest, Ambassador Akhilesh Mishra ji, who is an additional secretary, Ministry of External Affairs. A very, very warm welcome, sir, and a very good evening to you. Thank you so very much for sharing your time with us. I would like to also thank our esteemed judges and our generous sponsors for spending the evening with us and sharing their precious time with us. With love and support showered by all our members, United Bank has successfully completed 3 years, and it has been a fortnight of flurry and excitement. It has been a tremendous journey which we traveled together with the experts across the globe, which included literary experts, renowned authors, poets, artists, and photographers. We took a holy dip into the art, culture, creativity, and poetic bliss. UBI was obviously under a different magic spell, basking in the melange of creativity. As my passion is connecting passionate souls, and we all know UBI has the motto of inclusive growth. This 15 days long, first of its kind UBI Fest celebrated the power of imagination and creativity. featuring competitions combined with very enriching events like interactive sessions with authors, art demonstrators, panel discussions, experts from all over the world. Very aptly put in the tweet by our eminent chief guest himself, it is an international multilingual literary musical cultural online festival hosted by United by Ink. Humble sir, it was such a sweet gesture that so beautifully you have put it up for us. I'm sure you all will agree with me. It doesn't happen in isolation. It's the culture of our organization, and it was possible only with the support and untiring efforts that were put together by the full team of UBI. Sir, with your permission, may I share the insights and the report of the event for the 15 days? I think we all have been around, all the viewers who have been watching us. They have seen what we went through, but just to give a glimpse of what exactly was this 15 days journey. We had competitive events that were judged by eminent judges. Activities were planned to augment the output of the members of the platform, imparting these values to the literary community as a whole, and also giving flair to their creative aptitude that lies inherent. The festival invited reputed and eminent speakers and authors from across the globe, breaking geographical barriers to celebrate literature, art, and music. Especially in this Corona times, we all are stuck in our own places. So what better way to celebrate it through online? So that was the best way possible, and that's what we did. I hope every person present here has taken along memories that will be a treasure for them. I would like to share a short insight into the fortnight's event. There, when we reached more than 50,000 people with more than 112 participants participating in various events. All this was only possible by the love and affection that the viewers showered upon us. So thank you for all the love that you have been giving. From past 15 days, every day in the time, evenings were spent with UBI. A big, big thank you to all the viewers out there. With the blessings of the Lord and elders of our UBI family, this fest could be held continuously for full 15 days. Our day one, as we know, was inaugurated by the world-renowned poet, Shri Ajat Shatruji. He was the chief guest, where he also inaugurated our UBI LLP program. It was hosted by our moderator, Digamar Naswaji. Speakers of the day included Bindu Tijiji, who is a renowned poetess, lyricist, and actress from USA. Aruna Narlikarji from Germany, and Kuldeep Pawaji from Delhi, Jiten Bhadwarji from Tanzania. I would like to mention here that by the grace of God, tomorrow we are hosting our first orientation program for UBI language learning program, where whoever is interested in joining our language learning program from wherever they are sitting in across the globe, they can come and clarify all the queries directly on a Zoom call with us. All the details are given in the announcement section of the Facebook group too. So do not wait, tomorrow 4 o'clock sharp in the evening. Also from day 2 onwards, we had recitals that started in Hindi and English from the wordsmiths of all the UBI members from across the globe. It started with our star contributors. They mesmerized us with their poetic charisma. I guess everybody will agree to that. Followed in the days to come were International Poetry Festival, Antarashtriya Kavya Sangam, where we witnessed Doha Samrat Roopchand Shastri Ji, who graced the occasion by his very presence, and he recited his amazing creations. 3 days were dedicated to the renowned authors. We saw authors corner that took off with the most talented cricketer Minoti Desai, an author of She the Cricketer, a former player of Indian women's cricket team. She's working as an officer in the Ministry of Finance at present. We also had a hearty chat with the renowned author Sundari Venkatraman. Her books have been consistently featured in top 100 bestsellers, and she is 60 and she's going to be writing 60th book soon. On day 7, we also heard Anirban Bhattacharya, who is not only an author, but also a producer, award-winning stand-up comedian, actor, and co-creator of many famous shows in Indian television. One of the evenings, we also celebrated with our lovely photographers. All the love for photography, which everybody I know everybody was enjoying this was all these years. We wanted some experts' comments and wanted to learn some nuances and tips. So we honed our skills through the panel discussion which was held. We had an evening which was dedicated to the artists of UBI family. It was an interactive demo of various types of artworks, wherein we saw UBI's talented artists perform their art. They shared with us all their typical tips and the tidbits of what they do and what they should not be doing. If you are learning any artwork, you can see them online as well. So here onwards, we also had a very unique evening where we celebrated through a musical tribute. It was the day 13th, wherein UBI witnessed a musical tribute to the legendary poets, where singers from across the globe presented legendary songs, or rather poems, which were converted to songs, and they had a literary connection to them. So this event saw more grandeur when our guest of honor, renowned poet, Shashank Ji, he was the guest of honor that day. Shashank Ji, I think we all know Shashank Prabhakar Ji. We heard him that day. He's also an eminent poet and TV presenter. At the same time, as I think the day when he came in, he also mesmerized us with his poetry, along with poetry which he recited of Kaviraj Padma Bhushan Shri Gopal Das Neeraj himself. He's the eldest son of Gopal Das Neeraj, and we were blessed to have him over on board. It was a perfect treat for the music lovers and the perfect culmination of this 15 days event on a Saturday evening where people celebrated the Surmai Sham with us. On the last day of UBI Fest, we did have a hearty chat with the members of UBI who are the makers of the UBI Fest, where we could know more about all the volunteers who are self-motivated and are always ready to roar for the UBI family. On behalf of myself and the entire UBI fraternity, we would like to thank our eminent judges for their dedication and skill when it came to judging our art, photography, and poetry events. Without their generosity of knowledge and patience, this celebration would not have been gone as smoothly as it had. Thank you for volunteering as judges, especially during such busy schedule. Every one of you are working, I know, but still you could take out such special time for us. Thank you, judges. Thanks a lot. Our generous sponsors. Any event is not possible without the support of people like you. Our sponsors, Anju Puri ji from Value Bazaar, Shikha Tikku from Nikhar Culture, and Khushbu Shivlani ji from Khushbu's hobby classes. These three sponsors made it possible for us to host this event for 15 days and make it available to all of you online. These sponsorships has allowed us to make the events reachable to so many enthusiasts, connect the passionate souls who work from their heart to achieve their goals in their chosen field. And this little help from these unknown quarters can be a blessing in disguise. This has been truly a blessing. Thanks a lot, all of you. And I think thanks is a very little word for our sponsors, but truly mean it from our heart. Thanks a ton. For the team at N, it really feels good to operate with a team who is so self-reliant and motivated all the time, ready to roar. And they're like, okay, what is next? What is to be done? So UBI might not have achieved these milestones without you. Thanks a ton, full team UBI. Despite having a busy schedule, every one of you made the project look so easy for me. And thank you for the amazing dedication and effort. Thanks a ton. With this, I would like to invite upon stage Ambassador Akhilesh Mishra ji to share a few words. Before that, I would like to share a little bit of insight about Akhilesh ji. May I, sir? So we all know him as Ambassador Akhilesh Mishra ji, who is Additional Secretary of at the Ministry of External Affairs. But we know a little bit, we want to know more about him, I'm sure. So here is a little bit insight about him. He took over as Additional Secretary, Development Partnership Administration in the Ministry of External Affairs in last year in February 2020. Before this, he was the Director General, Indian Council for Cultural Relations, Ambassador of India to Maldives for 3 years, Consulate General of India in Toronto for 4 years, from 2013 to 2016. Mr. Mishra's previous assignments include Joint Secretary in the Ministry of External Affairs, heading the Northern Division dealing with India's relations with Nepal and Bhutan from 2011 to 13. Joint Secretary in charge of Multilateral Economic Relations Division 2010 to 11. Deputy Chief at Mission in Kabul, Afghanistan. Oh my goodness, that's amazing, sir. 2008 to 2010. Deputy High Commissioner in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania too. Deputy Consul General in San Francisco, USA for good 5 years. Deputy Secretary in the Ministry of External Affairs, Delhi, 1999 to 2001. And in different capacities in Indian embassies in Kathmandu, Nepal for 3 years. Rome, Italy for another 3 years. Lima, Peru, another 4 years. Oh my goodness, that's such a plethora of, and such a vast locations which you have traveled. I'm sure today we are going to be, you will be sharing with us insights of your journey and how we can grow as well and how we can make UBI more reachable to people across the globe. And Mr. Mishra has also, this is just professionally what he's done. And I would also like to share some more insights here. Mr. Mishra holds a degree of Bachelor of Technology and Masters of Technology in Mechanical Engineering, both from Indian Institute of Technology, Banaras Hindu University. That's amazing. Mr. Mishra speaks various languages, mind you, just hold your breath, Spanish, Italian, and Nepalese. Amongst Indian languages, he knows Hindi and Sanskrit besides English. My goodness, I'm getting really goosebumps. Besides international affairs, he has especially issues concerning India's neighborhood and Indian Ocean region. Mr. Mishra has keen interest in Indian culture, philosophy, poetry, yoga, and meditation also. Who better than you, sir, to chair the event today? And this is an amazing opportunity that UBI has got to interact with you today. So please address the crowd today. Thank you.
Namaskar. Sapna ji, Dr. Ekta ji, Anuradha ji, and esteemed friends joining this program, the larger UBI family. At the outset, I would like to applaud the vision and energy of Sapna Kekre ji and her dynamic team of UBI for conceiving and hosting this grand Srijan Sangam, undeterred by the challenges of Corona pandemic. And as our Prime Minister Modi ji encourages us to convert challenges into opportunities and grow UBI to unprecedented scale this time. I must applaud and salute your energy and your vision. I also applaud the inclusive and broad vision of UBI to bring together poets, singers, authors representing different facets of creativity from many countries and creating in many and writing in many languages on one single platform. And the deep affinity and interconnectedness and the collaborative, mutually enriching energy of UBI Fest reminds me of a story from Vishnu Dharmottar Puran, in which the Rishi, the king Vajra goes to his guru Rishi Markandeya and tells him that Guruji, now my kingdom is very stable and I have no enemies left. Still, I do not have peace of mind. How can I get peace of mind? And his guru Rishi Markandeya tells him to go and construct a temple of his favorite deity. And he asks, how do I construct a temple? Then he is told that to construct a temple, he must learn sculpting figures of gods with perfection, without any flaw. He must learn Pratima Lakshanam. And to learn Pratima, learn the canons of image building, he is told that he must learn painting first, Chitra Sutram. And to learn painting, he must know dance. And for dance, it is necessary to know the instrumental music. And for instrumental music, it is important to know the Geet, this recitation. And for recitation, one must know the meters, the chanda. And that story to me is not just a mythological, fanciful story, but an expression of the very essential nature of Indian cultural ethos. And the message of this story is that the Indian tradition sees the interconnectedness and mutual interdependence of all art forms, and indeed all forms of knowledge. Secondly, there is primacy to acquisition of knowledge and the quest of knowledge over the worldly riches. And the true knowledge is equated with peace, harmony, and end of suffering, and in fact, moksha. And here, friends, the Indian approach to knowledge and the Western approach to knowledge is very different. While the Western approach is to rely on knowledge that can be gained by own eyes, and we are told that we must trust what we can test directly with our own eyes and verify and measure repeatedly and get the same result every time. Whereas the Indian way, friends, is founded on the consciousness of limitation of our eyes and other sense organs. And besides the physical limits of a short visible and audible range of signals, our senses also have limitations because they are extrovert in nature. Paranchikhani vetrinat swayambhu tasmat parang pashyati nantaratman. Kaschid dhira pratyagatmanamaichat avritta chakshusha amritatvam. Because the senses, our eyes are made extrovert. Therefore, to gain real knowledge, eyes has to be closed and turned inwards. And that reveals an entire inner universe, much bigger than what can be seen by eyes or by the largest telescope or the most powerful microscope. Yavan vai ayam akasha, tavan esh hridaye akasha, asmin antah eva ubhe dyava prithvi. ये जो बड़ा आकाश है वही आकाश मेरे हृदय में भी है, और हृदय में ही पृथ्वी और आकाश दोनों उपस्थित है. And that is the approach that Indian wisdom has acquired and passed generation after generation. That through meditative, contemplative process, Indian rishis experience the supreme power that empowers the senses. Shrotrasya shrotram, manaso mano yad, vacho havacham, pranasya prana, chakshusha chakshuhu. So we are not content by seeing the eyes or hearing with the ears or speaking with the speech, but we think about the power which is also the eyes of the eye and the ear of the ear, and that empowers our senses. And the inward vision reveals a cosmic web woven and permeated and sustained by the supreme power. Everything emanates from it. Purnamadah, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vashishyate. And that brings us to the theme that you have been pursuing through UBI, the issue of languages and the impact of languages on the broader cultural personality of the country. The Vedic rishis also visualize that the walk, the speech, the akshar and nad also emanate and originate from the same supreme source. Vag vai Brahma, yad vai vang na bhavishyat, na dharmo vigyapayishyat, na satyam nandritam na sadhu na hridayagyo na hridayagyo. Vagaiva etam sarvam vigyapayati, vacham upasvaiti. And this contemplative and meditative deep inquiry into the true nature of speech, its power and its inherent sensory limitation, that is the very unique, very defining feature of Indian thought process and Indian culture. Vak is Param Brahma itself, and the Richoe Akshare Parame Vyoman Yasmin Deva Abhivishve Nisheduhu. The speech or language in India, and I must focus on Sanskrit, which is the oldest and mother of almost all Indian languages. So the Sanskrit Devvani is not just a medium of communication or transmission of information, but the life, breath, prana of Indian culture, Indian philosophy, and the worldview as a whole. In Sanskrit, the word formation is based on profound esoteric vision, deep understanding of the nature of the existence. Names are attached to objects not arbitrarily or by convention, simply because of they have been used by the people, but because of deep psychological analysis of their properties, their attributes, and their guna. And although in many Indo-European languages, for example, there are similar words for mother and father, like matri and pitri in Sanskrit. But it is only in Sanskrit that there is a deep meaning attached to these words, beyond the physical attributes. Pita, for example, originates from pa. Pa means rakshana. Yah pati sarvan sa pita. One who protects all is Pita. Mata yo mimite maneti sarvan jivan sa mata. One who wishes happiness and progress of the children is Mata. Besides the biological parents, Mata can also be used to describe Prithvi and Gau and Nadi. And Pita is also not only our father, but also the Surya in the sky is also our father. And that is how the understanding of the language, the conception, the philosophy of words helps us understand Tumeva Mata Chita Tumeva, and say ki Mata Ramo Mat Pita Ramachandra. So this understanding of the language, the philosophy, the foundation of the word formation is very, very critical for us to understand our country, our culture.
Absolutely.
And one cannot just translate those into mom and dad.
True.
Yeah. Also in Sanskrit, there are multiple meanings of the same word, and they are depending on different levels of interpretation, whether you want to interpret at the Adhi Bhautik level or at Adhi Daivik level or Adhyatmik level. So there are minimum 3 levels of interpretation of the same word. And this, I want to stress that this is the core of crux of India's spirit of plurality, because each word being has so many different attributes, and also no property and no attribute is exclusively belonging to any single object. For example, for gaman, to go, there are 122 words in Sanskrit. For water, jal, there is 101 words. Speech, walk, there is 57 words in Sanskrit. For man, Purush, 25 names. Therefore, this Sanskrit, the linguistics, the vision of the Sanskrit and the language forms the foundational structure of India's inherently pluralistic, non-exclusive, non-conflictual and harmonious worldview, contrasting with the Western monolinear worldview, and which is based on belief on one single book and one single interpretation. And that leads to, friends, another very foundational, very fundamental belief in Indian tradition, that knowledge itself is interconnected, interdependent, and there is a fundamental equality of all beings, not just the human beings, but all animals, birds, insects, plants, and even inanimate bodies. Aham brahmasmi tat tvam asi. Ishavasyam idam sarvam yad kinch jagatyam jagat, and Vishwam bhavatyeka nidam. So this is the philosophical palimpsest that creates the foundation of India's pluralistic ethos and sustains the multi-religious, multicultural tradition and situation where we celebrate diversity, not just tolerate it. And India is secular because of these deep-seated conviction of multitude of paths and prayers leading to the same Almighty. Not because the Constitution was amended in 1976. And also India is a globally respected country for its democratic functioning and democratic quality. And as Prime Minister Modi ji recently reminded us, that India is the mother of democracy. It is so because the Indian people have believed since time immemorial in the fundamental equality of all beings and mutual dependence and collective universal well-being, happiness and harmony and progress. An Indian mind is now recognized globally as very innovative, very creative and complex problem-solving aptitude. And this is, in my mind, because the Indian mind can harmonize complexities and unify even diametric opposites. And it doesn't have to think in terms of simplistic black and white colors. Ano raniyan mahato mahiyan. How can one explain something which is smaller than the smallest, and mahato mahiyan, which is the larger than the largest? Apani pado javano grahita pashyatya chakshu sasrunotya karana. The conception that one can move without feet, can grasp without hand, can see without eyes, and can listen without ears. Ya eko avarano bahudha shakti yogat varanat anekan nihitartho dadati. Something which does not have any color or any form, but it has all the forms and it has all the colors. And this is why, friends, it is absolutely important for us to inculcate that sense of self-pride in our philosophical, cultural, spiritual, linguistic heritage and its uniqueness. Need is to think for ourselves, contemplate and meditate on issues rather than blindly copying others. Especially, we have a lot of mischievous, sinister forces who want to undermine India, its proud heritage, and exploit our societal fault lines and divide us on one pretext or the other. We must be, friends, positive. We must build on positives and collective efforts to spread positivity. And we must engage, support each other in that process of constructive collaboration in the spirit of Sangachadhvam Samvadadhvam Samvo Manansi Janatam. And as has been translated very nicely in simple language by Prime Minister Modi, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas. And this is the spirit I'm so happy to see that drives UBI and Sapna ji and your team. It's very inspiring work that you are doing. We are very, very delighted to be part of it and experience the energy, positive energy that you have been spreading.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for such enlightening and the amount of knowledge you have shared. I'm just watching the people who are watching us on live. everybody is exemplary. The knowledge which you have shared, I think everyone is mesmerized with that. और आपने जितना easy language में इतने आसानी से इतनी भंडार को हमारे साथ शेयर किया है, इतनी बड़ी बातों को, मुझे लगता है कि कोई इतना easy नहीं होता इतनी बड़ी बड़ी गूढ़ बातों को इतने आसानी से हमारे साथ शेयर करना. और लैंग्वेज के ऊपर आपका इतनी दुनिया में, मैं मेरे ख्याल से और भी लोग ये बात बोल रहे हैं, वहाँ दुनिया भर में घूमने के बावजूद, इतने साल विश्व भर के अंदर रहने के बावजूद, अलग आपकी जो लैंग्वेज पे आज भी पकड़ है, जो संस्कृत के अंदर आपकी जो नॉलेज है, सबको, सबकी तरफ से मैं सच में उस बात को प्रणाम करती हूँ, नमन करती हूँ उस नॉलेज को, क्योंकि इतना आसान नहीं होता है, इतना आसान नहीं होता है कि आप दूर देश में रह के अपनी संस्कृति को इतने आसानी से नहीं, धरोहर को नहीं पकड़ के रख पाते. और संस्कृत जैसी लैंग्वेज जो हम आसानी से बात भी नहीं करते हम उसमें, और उसको इतने गुण मंत्रों को हम तक पहुंचाया आज आपने. बहुत बहुत आभार सर, बहुत बहुत आभार. मैं आपसे बस एक चीज जरूर, आपसे ज्ञान जो आपके पास है इतना, और आप इतने देश दुनिया में घूम चुके हैं, आपको लोगों की भी पहचान होगी, क्या कर सकते हैं क्या नहीं कर सकते हैं, उसका एक हमें मार्गदर्शन के हिसाब से यदि अगर आप हमें कुछ बता पाएं कि एज यूबीआई, आप जानते हैं इस वक्त यूबीआई के पटल को काफी करीब से आप देख रहे हैं, तो क्या हम कर सकते हैं और किस दिशा में इसको कैसे हम बढ़ा सकेंगे? आप अगर कुछ हमारे को उस तरफ जरूर एक दिशा निर्देश दीजिए.
मैं जब बहुत छोटा था तो बचपन में मैंने अपने प्रथम राष्ट्रपति डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद जी की, उनके बारे में एक कहानी सुनी थी कि वो पढ़ने में इतने कुशाग्र बुद्धि के थे कि हमेशा उनको बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स मिलते थे. तो एक बार उनको उनकी जिसने जो कॉपी उनकी जांची, तो एग्जामिनर ने लिखा कि जो छात्र है वो जो जांचने वाला है उससे ज्यादा बुद्धिमान है और बहुत ज्यादा जानता है. तो मैं आपके विषय में यही कहना चाहूंगा कि मुझे इतनी प्रसन्नता है कि जो मैं सोच सकता था, जो आपसे पहली बात हुई थी कि आप यूबीआई की तरफ से ये काम करती हैं, तो जो मैं सोच सकता था वो आप पहले ही कर रही हैं. तो मैं ये दो बातें मैं कहना चाहूंगा कि भारत जैसे बहुत से धर्म, बहुत सी भाषाएं, बहुत से वेज ऑफ लाइफ, तो उतने विविधतापूर्ण देश के लिए ये बहुत आवश्यक है कि हर इंडियन अपनी सब आइडेंटिटी के ऊपर उसको आत्म अभिमान. तो चाहे वो हिंदू हो, मुस्लिम हो, सिख हो, ईसाई हो, चाहे वो हिंदी बोलता हो, मैथिली बोलता हो, भोजपुरी बोलता हो, कन्नड़ बोलता हो, पंजाबी बोलता हो, कश्मीरी बोलता हो, सबको अपनी अपनी जो अस्मिता है, जो सांस्कृतिक धरोहर है, उस पे उसको गर्व करना चाहिए.
बिल्कुल.
और तो इसके बिना, क्योंकि अगर कोई भी भारत में अगर इस गर्व के बोध की बजाय अगर वो हीन भावना से ग्रस्त है, तो भारत कमजोर होता है. इससे
बहुत सही बात कही सर आपने, बिल्कुल.
तो ये कि जैसे कहते हैं ना कि सर्वमिदम मयि प्रोतम सूत्रे मणिगणा इव. कि देश के इतने 130 करोड़ लोग एक माला में गुंथे हुए जैसे हैं. अगर कोई माला में, किसी माला में अगर कोई भी फूल अगर बासी है, ताजा फ्रेश नहीं है, तो पूरे माला की कीमत घट जाती है. तो ये हमारे लिए, देश के लिए ये अनिवार्य है कि हम अपनी आइडेंटिटी को लेकर के हम गर्व का बोध करें. दूसरा इसका पक्ष ये है कि हमारी परंपरा रही है कि हम एकदम बंद दिमाग वाले नहीं रहे हैं. आदो भद्राः क्रतवो यान्तु विश्वतः. हम विश्व भर से अच्छी जो नोबल थॉट्स है उनका हम स्वागत करते हैं. लेकिन जैसा गांधी जी ने कहा कि हमें ये मंजूर नहीं है कि बाहर की हवाएं आए और हमें अपने पैर से उठा के ले जाए.
हमें जड़ों से नहीं हिलना है.
हाँ, हम तो इसके लिए ये दो जरूरी है कि हम किसी दूसरे के साथ सम्मान के साथ इंटरेक्ट कर सके, उसके लिए जरूरी है कि हमें अपनी जड़ें मजबूत रखनी होंगी, अपने पांव धरती पे बहुत जम के रखने पड़ेंगे। तो ये जरूरी। दूसरा ये है कि हमारी जो वीरता है वो हमारी सबसे बड़ी ताकत है। अगर हम उसमें एक दूसरे के द्वंद्व में फंसते हैं तब ये देश का अहित करते हैं। तो जो आपने जो मंच शुरू किया है जिसमें कि सभी भाषाओं का स्वागत है, जितनी भाषा, कई भाषाओं को आपने इस बार ही जोड़ लिया है और कई भाषाएं आप सिखाने का प्रयत्न करने कर रही हैं। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि ये जो आपने अभियान शुरू किया है इसको और फैलाना चाहिए। और तीसरा ये है कि अगर जो हिंदी बोलने वाले हैं या मराठी बोलने वाले हैं या मराठी में लिखने वाले हैं या पंजाबी में लिखने वाले हैं, वो अगर उसी कुएं के मेढक की तरीके से उसी में कैद होके रह जाएंगे तो उनका विकास नहीं होगा। तो ये बहुत जरूरी है कि एक भाषा में क्या लिखा जा रहा है उसका दूसरी सभी भारत की भाषाओं में आदान प्रदान।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, बहुत सही कहा।
तो ये जो अनुवाद की प्रक्रिया है उसकी मैं समझता हूँ कि देश में बहुत ज्यादा आवश्यकता है।
जी जी जी, इस पर भी कुछ कार्यक्रम चल रहा है बैकएंड में, अभी फिलहाल उसकी रूपरेखा पूरी नहीं हो पाई। आज आपने बात निकाली है तो मैं ज़रूर शेयर करूंगी सभी से। हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि जब लैंग्वेज को जब हम ला रहे हैं एक पटल पे, तो ये कोशिश रहेगी कि हिंदी की भी जो भी आप लिखते हैं, आप हिंदी हो, मराठी हो, गुजराती हो, जो भी लैंग्वेज आप लिखते हैं उसको अलग अलग भाषाओं में हम अनुवाद करके आप तक पहुंचा पाए। तो अगर ऊपर वाले का आशीर्वाद रहा और आप सब लोगों का साथ रहा तो जरूर हम ये काम भी बहुत जल्दी करना शुरू कर पाएंगे। हालांकि कुछ एक बुक्स हैं जो कि हमारे यूबीआई मेंबर्स हैं जिनको हमने कनेक्ट कराया, जो राइटर्स हैं, उनकी अंग्रेजी की किताबें जो हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट करवाई हैं या हिंदी की किताबें जो अंग्रेजी में ट्रांसलेट कराई हैं, वो एक एज अ सोशल वर्क हम साथ में करते रहे हैं। लेकिन हाँ, अब उसको थोड़ा एक शायद समय आ गया है कि उसको थोड़ी एक रूपरेखा में बांध के और स्ट्रक्चर्ड वे में करना शुरू करें। एक बार लैंग्वेज लर्निंग प्रोग्राम शुरू हो जाएगा फिर वो भी शायद हम कर पाए, आपका आशीर्वाद रहा तो। जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। मेरे पास सचमुच पूरे शब्द पूरे नहीं है कि आपका इतनी जो ज्ञानवर्धक बातें हमारे साथ आपने शेयर की, आपका समय हमें दिया, उसके लिए आभार व्यक्त करने के लिए शब्द बहुत कम है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद फिर से एक बार। और इसको कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाने की आपसे इजाज़त हो तो मैं इसे आगे की तरफ लेके चलती हूँ। जैसा कि मैंने पहले भी कहा, जो कार्यक्रम हम शुरुआत सोचते हैं, एक टीम होती है, आपकी एक सोच होती है, आपकी एक टीम होती है, आपकी एक सोच होती है, आपकी एक मंशा होती है कि आप ये करना चाहते हैं। लेकिन आप उस कार्यक्रम को तब तक, उस प्रोग्राम को आप सब तक नहीं पहुंचा पाते जब तक आपके साथ लोग न जुड़े और आपको ये हिम्मत न बंधाएं कि सपना डोंट वरी, जो भी होगा काम बताओ क्या करना है। काम के साथ में समय सबका लगता है, समय मेरी पूरी टीम ने पूरा दिया अपना। उसके साथ में कहते हैं तन मन धन तीनों चीजें चाहिए होती हैं। जो धन की जो बात जब आ जाती है तो स्पॉन्सर्स के बिना ये प्रोग्राम पूरा नहीं हो पाता। तो मैं इस शाम को आगे बढ़ाते हुए सबसे पहले मैं मिलवाना चाहूंगी अपने सबसे पहले स्पॉन्सर से, अंजू जी। नमस्कार अंजू जी, ये पटलपुरी यूबीआई की तरफ से एक छोटी सी कोशिश है धन्यवाद कहने की। मैं जानती हूँ
अंजू जी कहाँ है, मलेशिया में है कि इंडिया में?
मलेशिया में है, मलेशिया में है। तो अंजू पुरी जो है हमारी, आप ये मेरे पीछे देख रहे हैं दो, वैल्यू बाजार और निखार काउचर। वैल्यू बाजार अंजू जी का कहना चाहिए बेबी है। मैं इनके बारे में क्या कहूँ। कुछ लोग होते हैं जैसे आपने कुछ कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत की कोशिश कर रहे हो, आप कोई प्रोग्राम की रूपरेखा ही बन रही है, सिर्फ बात करने की देर होती है और वो साथ खड़े होते हैं, तो वैसी है अंजू मेरे लिए। और हर तरह से, मतलब आप धन से तो व्यक्ति करता ही है, मन से भी बहुत। अभी कोरोना काल में भी मैं इस समय, हालांकि मंच शायद अलग है, लेकिन जरूर कहना चाहूंगी अंजू के साथ मिलके काफी लोगों तक, क्योंकि मलेशिया में भी जब लॉकडाउन हुआ तो काफी लोगों तक परेशानी सब लोगों ने उसका सामना किया। इंडियंस लड़कियां थी, बच्चे थे जो यहाँ पे काम करते हैं, कई लोगों के पास से काम छीना होगा, जो घर बैठे थे, जो रोजमर्रा से काम करके पैसे कमाते हैं, उन तक किसी तरह से हम चाह रहे थे कि कुछ पहुंचा पाए अपनी तरफ से मदद। बात शेयर जब मैंने करी है अंजू से, तो शी वॉज फुल फ्लेजेडली विद मी। और मतलब जिस तरह से पूरे 1.25 महीने तक मुझे लगता है रोज, फिर पहले हिंदुस्तानियों से शुरुआत हुई, फिर धीरे से और भी दूसरे देश के लोग आने लगे हम तक कि क्या आप सपोर्ट कर पाएंगे, विदाउट हैविंग एनी इनिबिशंस की हिंदुस्तानी है, बाहर वाला है, कहाँ कौन सी देश दुनिया का है। वी केम टुगेदर एंड वी कुड रीच आउट टू एवरीबडी। नियरली मुझे लगता है जो 20 से 25 पैकेजेस रोज जाते होंगे, 1.25 महीने तक ये काम करना, खाने के पैकेट्स अलग अलग तरह के लोगों के लिए अलग अलग तरह के बने, इंडियंस के अलग पैकेट्स थे अलग। तो ये भी एक इनका जो इनके बारे में मैं कहना चाहूंगी, सिर्फ एज ए स्पॉन्सर ही नहीं होता है व्यक्ति, जो व्यक्ति एक अच्छे मन का होता है, उसकी वो जो खूबी है, शायद वो ही खूबी है जो हर तरह से आपको सपोर्ट करने में वो खड़े रहते हैं, आप कोई भी चीज़ हो। तो जब यूबीआई फेस्ट की बात आई, पहले भी हमारे जो प्रोग्राम्स हुए उन्होंने हमारा साथ दिया। She supports wholeheartedly anything, every event or anything which you're doing with a soul. अच्छे काम के लिए कभी अंजू पीछे नहीं हटेंगी और साथ खड़ी होती हैं। इस समय भी जब यूबीआई फेस्ट की जब बात निकली तो she was there and मैंने बोला मुझे वैल्यू बाजार का लोगो भी चाहिए, कहते अच्छा चाहिए क्या, कहा हाँ चाहिए। So she is that kind of a person, without having any agendas in mind, she will be standing with you. Thank you so much, Anju. Would you like to say a few words?
Unmute. एक बात मैं और शेयर करना चाहता हूँ कि अखिलेश जी, अंजू जी जो हैं एक हिसाब से हमारी एम्बेसडर हैं भारत की मलेशिया में। जितना भी भारतीय सामान वहाँ पे इनके ऑथराइजेशन के थ्रू और इनके डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस के थ्रू जाता है, वो भी से एम्बेसडर की तरह ही काम करता है अपने देश का विदेश में।
बिल्कुल, हमें हिंदुस्तान से जब हमें चाहिए अचार पापड़ कोई भी चीज, वैल्यू बाजार जो ब्रांड है, मैं उस बारे में बात करना शायद मेरे से रह गया। जो ब्रांड है उनकी काफी सारी अपनी अपनी आई थिंक 4 या 5 हमारे यहाँ पे उसकी शाखाएं हैं, और हिंदुस्तानी कोई भी आइटम हमें चाहिए, अचार पापड़ दाल से लेके, मतलब मुझे मालवी तुअर की दाल भी मिल जाती है अंजू की वजह से। Thank you Anju for all that, and it's such an amazing.
मैं शायद इतने काबिल नहीं हूँ जितने आपने मेरी तारीफ कर दी है। आप जितना मोटिवेट करते हैं, क्या बोले, आप जो कर रहे हैं, इतने पूरी इंडिया को एक मंच को, पूरी दुनिया को इसी मंच पे लाके रख दिया आपने। आप, मेरे पास शब्द नहीं है सच्ची में बात करने के लिए। आप सो थैंकफुल, एंड आप ऐसे करें। मैं चाहूंगी कि आपकी सारे सपने और आगे बढ़े और यूबीआई का मंच बहुत फले फूले, बहुत आगे बढ़े, बहुत आगे बढ़े।
आप जैसे सब साथी होंगे तो बिल्कुल आगे बढ़ी जाएगा, बढ़ी गया है आपके सामने देखिए।
जी जी बिल्कुल 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 सर। थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू अंजू। एंड आज हमारे साथ वो जुड़ नहीं पाए हैं, 2 हमारे और स्पॉन्सर्स हैं, निखार काउचर जिनका ब्रांड है, शिखा टिक्कू जी हैं, वैसे बैंगलोर में रहती हैं, उनका बुटीक है। तो मैं चाह रही थी हालांकि वो आज जुड़े, बट कुछ टेक्निकल आई थिंक इश्यूज हुए जो उनका लाइन कनेक्ट नहीं हो पा रही है। और उनके बारे में मैं क्या कहूँ, उनका प्यार जो है हैंडवर्क से है। वो जो कॉन्सेप्ट उनका है जो काम का, उन्होंने अलग अलग तरह की, जितनी तरह से आप हैंडवर्क से कोई भी क्रिएटिव आइटम बना सकते हैं, चाहे आप कशीदे से साड़ी बनाएं, चाहे आप कशीदे से कुर्ता बनाएं, जो एम्ब्रॉयडरी से रिलेटेड कोई भी अगर प्रोडक्ट है तो वो चाहती हैं कि वो देश दुनिया तक पहुंचे। तो मैं इसलिए उनके मुहिम में भी सच में दिल से साथ देना चाहूँगी, क्योंकि जो हमारे कारीगर हैं जो हाथ से काम करते हैं, वो उनका जो जायज़ जो उनका हक है वो पहुंचाना तभी पॉसिबल है जब हम जैसे लोग जुड़ेंगे और उनको आगे पहुंचाएंगे देश दुनिया तक। और उन पर्टिकुलर जो आर्टिस्ट्री वर्क्स हैं उनको लोगों तक पहुंचाएंगे कि भाई ये भी ऐसा काम, कांथा भी होता है हमारे यहाँ, या क्रॉस स्टिच से साड़ी भी बनती है, पेंटिंग से तो होती ही है, और बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जो कि वो लेके चलती हैं। लखनऊ से हैं तो लखनवी से शुरुआत की थी उन्होंने, और अब तो काफ़ी सारे प्रोडक्ट्स उनके जो हैं ज्वाइन कर चुके हैं। सारे जो स्पॉन्सर्स हैं उनकी सारी डिटेल्स कल परसों में आप लोग पटल पे भी देखेंगे, वेबसाइट पे भी देखेंगे डिटेल्स हमारी, उनके चाहेंगे हम तब तक पहुंचाना। वेबसाइट के ज़रिए भी और फेसबुक के ज़रिए भी आप उन तक पहुंच सकते हैं, पोस्ट पे उनके लिंक्स वगैरह सब आएंगे, पेज के लिंक्स एंड वेबसाइट के लिंक्स. So thank you, Shikha. If you are listening, wherever you are, without your support, this was not possible. Thank you so much for coming in and helping us out to make this event possible. और इनके अलावा एक हमारे जो स्पॉन्सर हैं वो खुशबू हॉबी क्लासेस से खुशबू शिवदानी जी हैं. वो पूना में रहती हैं, हॉबी क्लासेस चलाती हैं. वो हालांकि टीचिंग करती हैं, अलग अलग तरह से बहुत चीज़ें सिखाती हैं बच्चों को. और उन्होंने जो हमारे कॉन्टेस्ट चल रहे थे पूरे चारों कॉन्टेस्ट, उनके सभी कॉन्टेस्ट विनर्स के लिए वाउचर्स दिए हैं. So all the top winners will be, in fact, thanks to Anju ji, thanks to Shikha ji and Khushbu ji, we'll be also able to send trophies, real life trophies, to the first 3 winners, and all the winners, all the first 3 and the certificate of appreciation holders will receive vouchers from Khushbu's hobby classes. So thank you so much, Khushbu, for supporting our cause and standing by us. Thank you. Thanks a ton from the bottom of my heart.